Assalamu alaikum. I want to talk to you about becoming the best version of yourself. It's hard, right? Online, all of these non-Muslim self-help gurus, and they tell us all these things where yes, there's good advice, but also it kind of goes against our deen. And then we have all of these Islamic scholars where yes, their advice is so good for me to be a good Muslim, but I also want to be successful, and I want money, and I want good friends, and I want good acquaintances. How do we find the balance? How do we find the balance? That is a question I have been asking myself since I became a Muslim. I reverted and I went so extreme in everything, and every single hadith and every single Islamic ruling, and that's my life. And I came from the opposite, where it was every self-help thing, every be a G, right? You know, this is how you get status, this is how you get money. I lived both extreme lives. And now the last 2 years, I've found the balance, or at least tried my best to, and hopefully I can share this with you. You don't have to give up every single thing that's unique about you if you're a Muslim. That's you. Islam is meant to be an addition, right? Islam is meant to be an amplifier and a way of living life, but not a way of changing 100% of who you are. If you have things that are unique about you, that's amazing, okay? Don't let that go away. And this applies to the becoming successful, because we think, oh, if this non-Muslim is giving advice and some of it goes against Islam, I can't take any of their advice. No, 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 no. Take the good parts from each people and take the good parts from the Islamic scholars and combine that together to make who you are. I'm not a Muslim. That's not who I am. You aren't a Muslim. That's not who you are. You are you. And a part of you is that you're a Muslim. And a part of you is that you're a brother. A part of you is that you're a mother. A part of you is that you're a unique person with unique goals. So I just want you to know, don't let Islam constrain you in a box and not let you achieve your goals because you think everything's impermissible, or oh, all these people who make money online, they have to be doing it in wrong ways. No, 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 okay? Islam is not a box. Islam is going to amplify who you are and give you this roadmap, right? Look at the Sahaba. It's a roadmap of how to be a good person. So you want to succeed. So what do? What are the steps? Go to the gym, start working out, get in good shape. You'll feel so much better once you get in good shape. I've put on like 20 pounds in the last couple months. I feel the best I've ever felt. Maybe I got a little bit of chub, but that's fine. I'm working on it. I've been learning how to fight, learning how to box. It's been really good for me. I feel great. And then you need to learn some valuable skills. 2 years ago, I was an unskilled teenager. I had nothing going for me. I learned sales and marketing, and now no matter what, I'll be able to have a job because I know how to talk to people, and I know how to sell things, and I know how to market things. So you need to pick a valuable skill. You need to do that. And then you need to build discipline, okay? Because without discipline, nothing matters. If you sprint for a week, you won't be successful. But if you run every single day for a mile, you'll travel a very far distance. So you need discipline. And then you need to remove toxicity from your life. The people who are around you, who don't make you a better version of yourself, who don't make you a better Muslim, who don't encourage you to become better, they don't serve a purpose in your life, and they are taking your energy away. You need to surround yourself with people who want the best for you, people who want to see you win, people who want to see you succeed. Those are the people you surround yourself with. I've been around so many non-Muslims while I've been a Muslim, and I've noticed they start to affect my deen when I spend so much time with them. So I have to work on isolating myself. And it's the same thing. If they're a Muslim and they're not practicing, I don't want to spend time with them, because as much as maybe I love this person, maybe this person's a family member, I know deep down this person is going to influence me, and they're going to affect me, and they're going to change who I am. And that's the same vice versa for people who are good. They're going to influence you to be better. Now what you need is you need a routine, not a 12-hour morning routine and get nothing done with your day, but you need checkpoints to keep you consistent with your discipline. This is my routine. Every single day, I wake up. The very first thing I do is I weigh myself. I track my weight. Then I have a glass of water with some electrolytes. I take my supplements. I do wudu and I pray Fajr. That's my morning routine. And then I start my day. My night routine is I stretch for 10 minutes. I listen to an Islamic lecture. I do some jaw exercises. I schedule my next day. I sit in bed and read. What this does is, regardless of how bad my day was, we have bad days. Days suck. What are we going to do about it? But if we stay consistent with our routines, we win no matter what. Because if my routine is to pray, to do wudu, to take my supplements, and to make my bed before I leave, I forgot that when I make my bed. Well, before the day even starts, I've already won. I've already done 5 things that are good. And then at night, I do another 5. So no matter how bad the day goes, I did 10 things today that helped make me a better person. That leads me into my next point. You need to focus on small wins. If you don't have anything going for you right now, it's going to be hard to set some massive goal because it's going to take you so long to achieve it. And if you go for 2 months and you see no results, you may give up. But if you focus on a small win, let's say you want to start posting content. Don't focus on, I want to get 10,000 followers on social media. Focus on, I want to post my first video. Because then once you do the first thing, it starts to cascade, right? You build a belief in yourself. You get positive reinforcement. So instead of, I want to lose 10 kg and get in shape, how about get a gym membership, right? Instead of, I want to start waking up at 5 o'clock every single day and getting right after it, how about just start by waking up consistently at 8 o'clock? Start with the small wins. And when you compound, slowly by slowly, this is going to shape you into a new person. And then, the best part, the most important part, you got to strengthen your deen. You got to put more time into your deen. Because what happens is, the better Muslim you become, the more peaceful you become, the happier you become, the more confident you become in yourself. And if you want to be successful, the stronger your deen is, the stronger your iman is, you will be more successful. Let me give you an example. A lot of success comes from confidence, right? Confidence that you can make it in the world, that you can succeed, that you have what it takes. And if you know deep down, Allah has a plan for you, deep down, no matter what happens, it's going to happen exactly as it should, then you'll have all the confidence in the world. I am not worried about my future. I am not worried about what's going to happen because I know that Allah has a plan for me that is far greater than mine. So if I want to make it big in life, and I want to start a business, and I want to be successful, I'll shoot for the stars. I will put in the work. I'll do what it takes because I'm not scared of the outcome. I'm not scared of failure because if failure happens, it's the plan that Allah had in store. There'll be something better for me. If I try to start a business or I start posting social media content and it doesn't work, that's awesome. Because I know that Allah has something in store for me that's greater. But I cannot know that unless I'm on my deen. Because why would Allah want to reward me? Why would Allah want to bless me if I'm not even doing my obligations? If I'm not even doing my prayers? So if you want to be successful, the absolute last thing you do is disregard your deen and start listening to gurus online and, you start doing your cold plunges. No. Fajr comes before the cold plunge. That's what you need to do. Now, once you've got those done, you've done a lot, but you haven't done it all. It's time to up the game. If you want to be successful, whatever success is for you, my definition of success is how close you got to attaining what you said you wanted, okay? So everybody has different goals. How successful you are is how close you get to achieving those goals. But you need to be more extreme to achieve them. The average person wastes so much time. You spend time scrolling, you spend time having useless conversations, you spend time thinking about thoughts that don't benefit you. That is a waste of time and time that you could be spending becoming a better version of yourself, being a better practicing Muslim, learning more skills. So you need to be diligent on how you spend your time. If hanging out with this person does not benefit you, do not hang out with them. If doing that thing on the weekend does not benefit you, do not do it. If going to that place doesn't make you a better person, do not do it. Your time is so valuable, and the time that we have on this planet is so small. You should never waste a single second. Now, I would recommend you spend every single waking hour that you have doing things that make you better. Whether that's becoming a better Muslim or learning money, like I said, whatever these things are. Becoming better. Now, the problem is some people think there's burnout. They think, well, Canyon, if all I do is work and all I do is grind, like the hustle bros say, won't I burn out? You could. That's why you need to install things into your routine that give you time to recover, time to relax. For example, an hour before I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm in my bed reading. I get 8.5 hours of sleep every single night. I won't sacrifice my sleep. 3 times a week, I go to the gym and then I do a sauna for 20 minutes and a cold shower, and I sit for 10 minutes after the cold shower, 30 minutes to sit with my thoughts. I give myself 90 minutes every single week to reflect. Because if all I do is work, and I never reflect, I'll never be able to re-pivot, re-strategize where I need to head in life. So you need to do all of these things. Life is about balance. And to be truly successful, you can't just be jacked and have huge muscles. You can't just be the Muslim who prays 5 times a day. You can't just be the person with all the money in the bank. You need all of it. You need all of it combined. So you got to do every single thing. And you can only do every single thing if you protect your time, because then you'll have the time to do it. But once you do these things and you stay consistent for years, your life will change. I am a completely different person in 2 years just because I stayed consistent on these things. It's not too hard, but it will take time and it will take dedication. May Allah bless you, and may He guide you on the path that's best for you. Because the plan He has for you, it's spectacular. You'd cry if you knew what was in store for you.